Welcome to Daniel's Inferno. My name is Daniel. Thank you for joining me today. Before we get started, if you have a moment, I'd really appreciate it if you could like, subscribe, share, or join the conversation below. Share a comment. I'd love to hear from you. So, January 7th, the new year. New dramas, new issues. Not new people, not new resolutions. The same old in a new year. Are we surprised? We shouldn't be. We have wildfires in Australia, which I'd like to say quickly, 85% of those are man-made, according to statistics. So anyone complaining about climate change being the reason, check your facts. Secondly, it shouldn't matter what the cause is, let's just help it. And on that note, I'd like to send my thoughts and prayers to all the servicemen and women who both Australia's own and the ones around the world that have gone to Australia to join the cause to save all the animals, the lives, the property, and stop this horrible incident. Today's video, after that, I apologize, is on. There seems to be some issues going on at an Indian university. Indian students were injured in a university brawl. So this was 2 days ago on the 5th that this all started. There are new developments with it, but I thought I'd give you a little bit of a background first. So, let me add, we're learning this together today. Instead of me knowing all about it prior, I thought I would come into it and my viewers and I, we could learn about the story together, we could react together as it's happening. So, police in India have entered the campus of one of the country's most prestigious universities after reports of masked men attacking students. About 20 students are said to have been injured at the, excuse my pronunciation, Jawaharlal Nehru University, or JNU, which is how we're going to pronounce it from now on, in the capital, Delhi. Images on Indian TV show masked people wielding sticks and the student union president bleeding from a head wound. The cause of the trouble is unclear. The university recently saw protests over a controversial citizenship law. There were also violent clashes at JNU last year over a rise in hostel fees. So the student union blamed the latest violence on the ABVP, which I'm not butchering the pronunciation of this one, which is a right-wing student body linked to India's governing BJP political party. However, the ABVP said its members had been attacked by left-wing groups and some had been injured. As you can see, police inside the JNU University, this was on the 5th, one member of staff said masked men armed with stones and sticks had attacked students and teachers on Sunday evening. Holy moly. These were not small stones. These were big stones that could have broken our skulls. Jeez. I fell on the side, and when I came out, I saw cars completely vandalized, including my car. Professor Sood said about 50 teachers and 200 students had been holding a meeting on campus when masked attackers walked in. He said violence was unlike anything the campus had witnessed before. The Education Minister of India condemned the violence, calling it extremely worrying and unfortunate. That's unfortunate. What? Way to undersell it, bud. I appeal to all students to maintain the dignity of the university and peace on campus. There you go, that's better. Government Finance Minister said the scenes of violence were horrifying. Yes, they were. The Chief Minister for West Bengal called the attack a heinous act and a shame on democracy. The Students' Federation of India said it would stage rallies in Delhi on Monday in protest at the barbaric attack at JNU. A police spokeswoman said university authorities had asked for their assistance. After we received written requests from JNU admin, we entered the campus and restored peace. Okay, so two sides going at each other here. People are saying that there was a protest going on over a citizenship law, a right a right-wing student union or student body group linked with the BJP or the governing political party of India came in wearing masks with weapons and attacked everybody there. They claim, this ABVP, they claim that their actions were in response to violence from the left-wing student union. All I have to say is the right wing here was either much more efficient with a much smaller group of people, or they're lying. And the reason I'm making that claim, and I'm a conservative here, so but I am able to criticize my own side. And I did not see the types of injuries or violence being directed at the ABVP, and I'm not saying they need injuries. I don't want anyone injured. But I was not seeing the same type of images and posts all over social media about it. Now, that could also just mean that this group is not as politically or as social media savvy. But this right-wing group went in with a small group of people, apparently, with sticks and stones, and just went hog wild. And if this was a peaceful protest or a peaceful demonstration in protest of a law, then this group that is linked with the governing party was probably going in defense of the governing body's policy that they probably support. So let's go now and see what's going on recently. This is so insane. Today, after making JNU Communication and Info Systems functional, number of students who have paid fees for winter semester registration rose to 3,552. Registration date extended to the 12th of January. The university will help every JNU student who wants to register. Struggle against fee hike will continue. HRD ministry officials will meet JNU Vice Chancellor on Wednesday over the violence on campus. FRI against a few individuals for unlawful assembly at Gateway of India. JNU is known as a very peaceful campus. We always debate and discuss and resolve issues. Violence is never an answer for any grievances. It is very, very unfortunate that such violent incidents took place in our campus. JNU Vice Chairman. Now, I think FRI, Freedom of Information Request, was registered against a girl who was seen holding a poster with the slogan, Free Kashmir, on it at Gateway of India during a protest against JNU violence. All those who are witnesses to JNU violence or have any info on it have captured any activity on mobiles or camera are hereby requested to come forward and give their statements, footage, pictures to SIT at Admin Block, JNU Campus, Delhi Police. So the police are now looking for information. They're trying to find the instigators very clearly. I can tell you this much. Social media is just a buzz. It is just insane what is going on. This website is just giving me so many ads. Jeez. So let's take a little look-see here at Twitter to finish it off. Now, a few things to note quickly is that a famous actress has officially come out in support of the original demonstrators who are claiming that right-wing groups attacked them. And I believe it's this Deepika Padukone. Again, I apologize for the butchering of the name. I'm very, very have poor pronunciation skills when it comes to these types of names. So, a girl who promotes alcohol in her movie, a girl who shames men in every interview, argues with finest actors And loudly says, women work better in films. Will definitely join JNU protest without knowing the facts. So this is, apparently this person was shaming her for promoting alcohol in her movies. I guess it's a cultural difference. So we at Deshbocht are doubling down on the offer made by the Peeing Human. We will crowdfund up to 100 tickets for those unlucky folks who enter JNU with their faces covered / acid in hand. They're the ones who really need to see, I believe, I don't know what this Shapak is. That's alright. So as I said, this actress is expressing solidarity with students and teachers after the violence. It's really the biggest thing that's gone on in this whole thing going around, despite like this individual who's a MP actually says, this is callous. Those calling to boycott a movie because of the actress went to JNU are forgetting the movie is about an acid attack survivor whose story has she dared to share. How can one forget the cause the brave actress has espoused? That's fairly true. You shouldn't. Don't hate the player, hate the game, and wait till the player actually does something. It's not like she's pulled a Colin Kaepernick here, and that's kind of what the feeling I'm getting from Indian conservatives on Twitter. As you can see, again, she's joining the protests. She's meeting with the president. There's actually been a few people, and I'm not able, I'm having a hard time finding it right now, but there were a few people who were just so tribal about this whole thing. About, like, oh, it's the right wing, oh, it's the left wing, oh, it's these people. Okay, let's take a breath here. When we start identifying people by their political groups, we really get into murky territory. We really start entering into the realm of where fascistic regimes and totalitarian regimes are. We do not judge people by their politics. We judge them by their character and how they act. And that is how our democratic society socially has been able to survive as of this far. In the last 8 years, we've seen a large splintering. And most of it has been a political divide. So instead of identifying each other based on the political group we are, I don't care if the left wing does it or the right wing does it, so you're defending your group because the other group is doing it. It doesn't matter what your reasoning or purpose is. What matters is we stop and have a discussion. We stop and remember we're all people. We all want our families to be happy and healthy. And what we do because we believe it will lead to that outcome. Happiness and healthiness for those we care about. If that is the case, that is a commonality among everyone that we share, that we should work to promote and foster much stronger than we do. I apologize for that little moral sermon. Thank you all for watching today. I'm Daniel's Inferno. Have a wonderful day.